What's up, guys? Welcome back. Leo Pazzo Productions. Thank you very much for tuning in. Are you looking for a V-mount battery that packs a serious punch? Well, let me introduce to you the Neewer PS099S. Small, compact, but very impressive with its performance. Let's check it out. This V-mount battery has an upgraded smart app control, which you can connect it to the Neewer app to monitor real-time input and output power, and even adjust the output for each port based on your devices. Smart, right? Do you need fast charging? No problem. The PS099S delivers a massive 100-watt two-way PD fast charge, powering up in just 2 hours with a 100-watt charger. And when it's time to work, this little powerhouse can run multiple devices simultaneously without losing performance. For an example, cameras, monitors, lights, laptops, you name it. And safety comes standard too with this V-mount battery thanks to its intelligent BMS system fire resistant shell, giving you stable, reliable power wherever you go. Plus, this V-mount battery is super portable, palm-sized, airline friendly, and with a 99 watt-hour capacity, it's ready to charge your gear on the move. This V-mount battery features just over a 1-inch OLED digital display screen that provides intuitive charging status updates. For an example, the display screen will inform you the voltage that the battery is outputting, charging, or powering another device, or even when the V-mount battery is being charged. The Neewer PS099S is smart, fast, and built for creators like you. Alright guys, I wanted to quickly go ahead and share with you guys one of my camera rigs over here, which I'm using with the Neewer V-mount battery to actually power/charge my camera and also power my external monitor. Let's go ahead and get you guys a little bit more familiar, turning the rig over here to the side. So starting off with the camera itself, this is the Lumix Panasonic GH6 camera, micro four thirds sensor. I am using the Sigma 18 to 35mm lens f1.8, which is an EF mount lens, and I am using the Voltrox speed booster, which is taking me from EF to micro four thirds mount. Over here at the back, which is powering this whole rig over here, the Neewer V-mount battery, I am taking advantage of the D-tap output and along with the USB-C output, which I'll be explaining in more detail shortly. Over here for external monitor, I am using the OC-G7 monitor, 3000 nits brightness. It does support HDMI inputs and outputs if you have a look over here at the back, along with SDI inputs and outputs. You can power this monitor via MPF batteries or even a V-mount battery. But in this case, how am I powering this monitor? I'm powering it right over here via the DC input. So let's take a look. Where is this power actually coming from? Well, it's coming from the Neewer V-mount battery over here, the D-tap output. Over here, this is that cable, which is D-tap to DC over here. So that is exactly how I'm powering this monitor. So what am I doing as far as powering my camera / charging my camera? Well, I'm actually using this USB-C cable over here, which is a USB-C to USB-C, and that is the PD output from the V-mount battery, which is actually supplying power to my camera. So therefore, what I've figured out is it's best in my case to actually have a camera battery inside of over here, not just a dummy battery, because that is another option if you want to. You can basically use a USB-C to dummy battery cable adapter if you have one. But in my case, I'm actually using the genuine OEM battery from Panasonic in the camera. So why am I doing that? Well, what's actually happening, the V-mount V-mount battery is charging my battery as I go. So basically the battery kind of basically never dies. It's always staying alive. And why did I do that? Well, just in case, for an example, the V-mount battery actually dies, then therefore my camera battery is actually going to automatically take over without stopping my recording or interrupting whatever I'm filming. That's specifically why I went with this setup over here versus a dummy battery. So therefore now I can go ahead and hot swap my V-mount battery because my camera battery will take over automatically. As far as audio, I'm just using the Rode Wireless Pro over here. This is a receiver, which is connected to the camera's microphone input via this 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter cable. I do also have a cheese plate over here at the top, which is a small rig cheese plate. This whole rig is basically assembled around a small rig cage. So it all starts off with the small rig cage, and then I mounted the cheese plate over here. The reason why I mounted the cheese plate is because it allows me to position my monitor lower to my rig, which feels more balanced, and also towards the front a little bit more, because again, having the V-mount battery over here at the back and the monitor and the camera and the handle, I want everything to be nice and balanced just like so, and I can just kind of have nice control of the camera. And again, looking over here towards the bottom, I do have a Manfrotto base plate. And where is this V-mount battery actually being connected to? Well, this V-mount battery is basically sitting in this V-mount battery plate, which is an adjustable plate that allows me to slide it forward and backwards and just simply tilt the angle of the V-mount battery if I need to, and also pull out my screen over here from my camera if I want to as well. But in my case, I like to have everything nice and small and compact like so, and just rely on the external monitor if I'd like to. So guys, that is a quick little breakdown of my Panasonic GH6 rig with the Neewer V-mount battery. Well guys, it looks like we reached that time of the video to give you my overall thoughts and opinion of the V-mount battery. If you guys cannot tell already throughout the course of this video, I'm actually very impressed with it. Would I recommend it? Yes, 100%. For the price that we're actually getting this battery for, it's actually really reasonable, and all the features that are jam-packed with it, along with the mobile phone app, easy to use, easy to control, all of those features to kind of really customize it. The overall look of the battery, I'm a big fan, not that big of a deal. The OLED display screen with all that information, at first I didn't really think, well, I didn't really need all of that. I'm buying it more because of the outputs that are available on this battery, the USB-Cs, both of them, along with the USB-A, the two DC outputs along with the D-tap, and also the BP here at the bottom, which you guys seen I'm able to use with the V-mount battery plate, etc. There's a lot of different scenarios that we can use this V-mount battery. Yes, I would recommend it. I will leave some links down into the description down below. Overall, that's a wrap. Be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys on the next video. Till next time, peace.